Hi, I'm Gloria Brooks, founder of NatureGlo's eScience. So today I want to talk about how it is that I came to teach math art, which is the keystone course for NatureGlo's eScience, which are online classes for kids grades 5 to 18, for grades 5 to 12, or 10 to 18. So it all began the year I graduated from college. I had my bachelor's degree in K through 12 education, and I was at a rummage sale and I came across a Time Life book called Mathematics, and it was a hardcover, and I opened it up and it introduced me to something that I had never been introduced to before in my entire education, and that is connections with mathematics and nature and art and ancient history. And the book totally floored me and inspired me. In school, I was really not interested in mathematics. I mean, I did it to get through it. It was dry and boring. It had no relationship with the real world. But Time Life, that hardback, opened my eyes, and I had an epiphany that, wow, math is all around me. So I started doing some research. Now back then, this was 1997, 96, there wasn't much on the internet yet about the golden ratio and Fibonacci numbers, which are found prevalently throughout nature and have been used since ancient times in architecture. So I ended up researching as far as I could about nature's numbers, and then coming to the end of my search. And then I just sort of gave up because I just didn't have enough information. Trying to get the lighting right here. So fast forward in my career, teaching career, to 2003. I was a burnt out teacher at this time. I knew that there was something more in education than just getting kids to slog through textbooks and listen to me lecture all day. So we had a wellness teacher named Don Tolman come to our school, and he taught about the golden ratio and Fibonacci numbers in his wellness teachings. He also was an educator and really passionate about K through 12 education. So not only did he get us to eat from nature's tables, eating raw foods, raw fruits and vegetables, nuts, grains, seeds, and legumes, he also re-inspired me to look for nature's patterns, the 5 most common patterns: hexagons, circular patterns, lines, fractals, found prevalently throughout nature. So I was reignited, re-excited. This time I got outdoors and got immersed in nature, going on a treasure hunt, a 7-year treasure hunt, with my camera in hand, taking photographs, videos of nature's patterns. And then I brought it into the classroom. As I was getting inspired and finding these beautiful mathematical treasures in nature, I brought it into my classroom and started interweaving other subjects. The problem was that I was limited on the amount of time that I could teach this. You know, I was always restricted by the certain curriculum that I had to bring the children through. We had to cover spelling, literature. And at that time, I wasn't ready to interweave other subjects in. So fast forward again, I ended up losing a private school job, teaching in a private school, small school for alternative students. I lost that job, which ended up being a gift because now I could focus on what I was really passionate about and teach the way I knew I wanted to teach and the way that I knew that the kids would learn. So I started a nature-based program called Heathcote Art and Science Center. I was in an intentional community on 112 acres of land in a wooded valley with a creek running through. And I started this homeschool program for homeschool kids. And I have had 18 students join me that year, not every single day, but throughout the year. And a lot of them came from Baltimore, from the city. We were like an hour away. And so I started developing my math art program and natural sciences, and the kids and I would get outdoors and look for patterns in nature and create really cool art from nature, like mashing together leaves and rocks and painting with different colors from nature, and going birding and feeding the birds with bird seed, and hiking the nature trails and going on aquatic hikes. And it was a really rich program. But I was again restricted by the community's rules, and the program ended. I wasn't able to continue it. So I went online. I brought my teaching online, and that's who I am today, NatureGlo's eScience online courses for kids, grades 5 to 12. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate your time. And go ahead and scroll below, grab my free unit study planner. This is like a keystone of my program, is interweaving core subjects together with living math and natural sciences, and getting kids outdoors for most of their education instead of stuck behind a desk or a computer all day long, although most of my program is digital. But there you have it. Thank you for watching NatureGlo's eScience, signing off. Go ahead, scroll down, grab my free unit study planner, and you'll see a sample lesson with that where I show you how to put together a science-based program or science-based unit study focused on marine fish, which is something that kids really love learning about because they're so colorful and beautiful, and you can interweave math and history and all kinds of art. So, all right, bye-bye.